What is up? It's your boy, the Canologist. So, I know a lot of people want to know about mobile development. So, right now we're going to do something simple. I already have Xcode installed on my computer, so I'm going to do Android Studio setup right now, in case you guys are wondering. So, let's go to Android Studio. This is how to install Android Studio. So, what you do is you go to type in Android Studio, install in Google, Android Studio. Let's go to this, download and install. What is with my internet today? It's like fucking taking forever. Okay, so now, before you begin, how to check. Okay, cool, next. Verify system requirements, should be good if you have a modern computer, Windows 10 Home. I'm on Mac, so this doesn't fucking matter. Let's go to Mac, so skip straight to the Mac. Do the Windows, you can go there. Verify system requirements. Next. Install Android Studio. Download the latest version of Android Studio. Okay, cool. Meerkat, feature job, official IDE. Accelerates productivity, Gemini. I don't really give a shit about Gemini. Like, it's never really made my development experience better, honestly. Let's see, which one do I want? Cool. I have Mac with the Apple chip because I got the M1. This is like an older computer. Dismiss. Let me just wait for it to download. This will be good because I can do a few more other videos. I can show you guys how to set up a basic app. I could show you guys how to use Cordova, things like that, push notifications. So this will be one of many videos for mobile app development, starting with Android, because Android's barrier to entry is really low. You don't need all the credentials. So then once you get this, you just want to drag it to your applications. And you can close this. Now you can go to Finder, Applications. You should see Android Studio here. Now you can open it. Open. Meerkat is their thing. Don't send. Well, for me, it doesn't matter. Welcome. This wizard will set up your environment, additionally existing apps into Android Studio, or create a new Android application project. So let's just go next. Standard. So basically, this will take about 2 gigabytes. And then Android SDK, the license. Finish. Pretty much, like, this will just download. And once you do this, this actually allows you to use the emulator. So the thing with Android is it has its emulator built into the platform, whereas Xcode, you have to get Xcode and the emulator separate. Android's all in one package. Nice and easy. The Mac is extremely fast. This used to never work on Mac before. Like, you used to have to struggle to use Android Studio. Now the support for it is like insane. So it's very quick. Click finish. There you go. Now you can create a new project and just go do a simple one. Empty activity. Setup one. And then this is the minimum SDK. Kotlin. You can use Kotlin or Groovy. I'll just put Kotlin for now. Allow. Then what you can do here is go device manager, and then this lets you run your device on the side. So this is where your device will show up. So device manager, it takes time for it to start up. Then you can click on this for running devices and it'll show you the emulator on the side. So unlike Xcode, this is built into the IDE. There you go. That's pretty much a Google phone. It takes time for it to load. It's pretty much running like a normal phone would run if you were to start it up. It's nothing too crazy. And what this does is it has a resizable feature here. Lets you mess around with this. And let's see, what's it got? It's still loading, it's booting up. So this tells you the status of that phone. And this is Firebase. So this is like some sort of streaming item here. Device pairs to Wi-Fi. So if you have your Wi-Fi set up, it links that. That's basically like the gist of how to set up and install Android Studio. It's got a default project, so nothing crazy. There we go. And this is the phone starting up. So now this should operate as if you were using a regular phone. So there's the background, and it interacts the way a normal phone would interact. The nice thing about Android is you pretty much get the full functionality of the phone on this emulator, unlike Xcode. Like Xcode has pretty much most of them except for push notifications. Android, you can actually use that, and we'll go over that in future videos. There's a lot of dependencies. So these are the different packages required for Android to run all of its features. System UI is a respond and close the app. And there we go. So it's using Baklava, Android Studio 16. Let's try closing the app. And this is the Gradle. It's running all these imports, so that's why I wanted to start it up that way. And basically when you have an app, it has a manifest folder and the Java folder where all your main files are held, and these are all dependencies and other items, so scripts, your module at your app level, there's project setup. These are the Gradle files. Project settings. So we'll just let that load. Show all two. And these are the different background tasks running. It'll only do this the first time when you're initially installing things. So if you're wondering why it's taking long, it's just because we freshly installed. And it's the same for Xcode. Xcode actually is way bigger. This is 2 gigs. Xcode with the emulator is about 10 to 14 gigs. So that will take up to an hour. But this Android is a lot faster. And then I can also go into techniques on how to set up a Hello World app, how to use different services or different platforms, cross-platform, all those kinds of things. And you guys can request the type of videos you guys want to see in the comments. So whenever you want to run also an app, let's see if this will swipe up. This doesn't look like it's working right now. What I could do is this. Close. So this shuts down the module. And this boots it back up. See, now it connects to emulator again. Close apps. So what I could do now is build the Gradle files. So you have to click this elephant. So sync project with Gradle files. Once everything is ready, view. Where is the terminal tools? There should be, oh yeah, there. On the left here, there's an option to add terminal. And what I do is just keep it down low like this. So now you can kind of see what's going on. And now your app will load. So once you run all these things, it'll operate like an Android. So now you can swipe left, swipe right, swipe up. It kind of treats it like a phone. So now you can swipe up. Close the app. You can pull down the top or you could use these different features and buttons. Close the app. So now, right now I'm going to go build Gradle. Close the app on this phone. And these are all the different shortcuts you can use. And then this, it's going to be a little bit laggy. But once you build Gradle and it's successful, you can run the app. So you just hit run. So you always try and build Gradle first to sync these files, and then you hit run. So Gradle build running. Now we just chill. Once again, a lot of this is going to be the case because it's a fresh install. So I'll just let it take its time, let it do its thing. We have fresh install like this. It will clear up. And this is the home button. You just want to click that. This lets you see what's going on. This lets you go here. And this is the build Gradle running. This is the power button, this is the video, the camera, the settings, and once again you can go here, terminate. This shuts down the device. You can have multiple devices running, you can add multiple devices, you can check on different setups. So now that it's shutting down, you see that that's there. Now you run it if you wanted to reopen the device on the emulator again. Device is offline. So that's because we just shut it down. Now it's back. You guys get a good look. That's pretty much it. And now that we've downloaded everything, the startup time is going to be way faster because all the packages that we needed are installed. And there you go. Now you can swipe, do your thing, swipe different ways. Swipe up, you can pull down. I think it's up top if you pull it down. So you swipe up. For example, you can also click this home button. If you want to go to the home page, it's the back button for the back page overview, keyboard, record the screen. You can take screenshots, you can rotate. And that's pretty much it. So that's how you set up Android. It's a bit laggy because it's a fresh install. Also, I'm on Mac, but this is as kind of good as it gets with Mac, right? Like, because it's not native to the device. So either way, this is good. Takes you to the home screen. You can use all the apps, and we'll go over the different features that you can use and all that kind of stuff later on in other videos. So if you enjoyed this setup, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment below, and stay tuned for any of the future videos I put out with mobile app development. Knologist out.